Coach, we'll just start with you. Just kind of a recap of the game, your thoughts on how you felt like it played out tonight, how you saw the game develop.
Tough momentum shift after the penalty kick. Thought it was a bit harsh for the call. I mean, there's no way that she's trying to clear that ball into her hand or gain an advantage with that, so I didn't like that. But there was another one maybe that could have been called too. And so, but that momentum shift in the 25th minute, I mean, had a big part in kind of what we were doing. You know, we were creating some chances, and yeah, so that was tough. And then, I mean, credit to St. Mary's, they did a good job in winning the ball back, and they just kept on finding. You know, I mean, you look at this sheet here, and it's like every 10 minutes. They found a way to create a chance, and their chances were just higher quality than ours. We had 19 chances today, 9 on goal. They had 16 with 6 on goal. So just the quality in the final third was a big difference today.
Where did you sense like this team was coming in tonight? Because you guys were on an absolute roll. I think you had 5 straight shutouts and huge win coming in. Just the sense of momentum and what you felt like you had coming in tonight, and just kind of how things changed, as you talked about, is how the game really changed the.
I mean, the last game that we lost was to St. Mary's. So momentum was, definitely we had been playing well, had belief. We played against A&M International on Monday, scored 3 goals. We haven't done that too many times this year, and so and the quality chances and just the way that we played on Monday was fantastic. And the part that I had to talk with the staff about was the thing we have to remember is there's 8 players out there that haven't been here before, have no experience in the Lone Star Conference tournament in the quarterfinal, the semi, or final. And so that's a big part that I just took for granted. You're just like, well, ASU's here again, and we got to do well, and our momentum's good. But we were definitely, you could see that we were rushing some things and giving the ball away in some spots and just kind of reactive instead of proactive in what we were trying to do. And so, yeah, that probably had a little bit of an impact, with 8 new players, 8 new starters getting in the tournament this year.
For both of you, because both veteran players, and you've won some big games here too. I think back to some conference championships, and so you've been on the other side of this. Just reflecting on your careers and thinking about some of those big moments and how special this run has been. I know it's disappointing to end the way it does tonight, but I know this has been also a special career for both of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really proud of the way this team has, like specifically this team, because it's been a young team, how they've responded to our start of the season was really poor, and we ended up coming all the way from basically the bottom of the bracket. We were dead last when conference started from our non-conference play to climb all the way up to 3rd and just not give up when we really could have. I'm just really proud of the girls, and especially the energy from a lot of big injuries. Like a lot of the girls that got injured in the beginning of the season, they were huge in getting us where we were.
Yeah, I think that they've kind of realized like this is a big moment. This is what you work for by the end of the year. I think when we came in, it's like you play soccer your whole life. But by the time you get here, this is what you find that you work for. And I think a lot of new players finally saw, like, this is the moment that you've trained for. This is the moment that you've cried about. This is the moment that you have put everything into. So I was proud of them for fighting through it, and proud of them for never giving up till the end.
Yeah, I mean, the evolution of the team or the progression of the team has been amazing, considering we were, I think, 1-5-1 or 1-6-1 early in the year. I don't remember last time that Angela State lost 5 games in a row. And, to keep fighting and keep believing and thinking that something positive could happen is incredible. And that's the great part about sports, is that you get in there and it's not the end of the season 5-6 games in. There's things that you can do to impact your progress. And I think that our team did a great job of responding with that. Look at the last half of the season. I mean, our goal, and when we were 1-6-1, was somehow, some way we need to find a way to qualify for the tournament. And then that evolved to, hey, maybe we can talk about hosting a game. And then it went from that to then we finished in 3rd, and then we win the quarterfinal, and so just a lot of progress. It's frustrating, for us. We've been here before, and each of them have lifted trophies and all those kind of things. And so the younger players now have to understand that and put the work in for the future.
How do you put into words what these two mean to you, and in particular the senior class as well?
Yeah, well, she's supposed to be coming back, so I'm put that on record right now. She's coming back. It's been great. I mean, Mia's been so helpful in her role. Just whether it's a leader amongst the players or an official role as a captain. I mean, there's just so many things as a coach you take for granted, and you've done this over and over. And like I was telling some of the girls, I've been in, I think, 5 cycles now of players. And so sometimes there's things that you think, well, I've already said this 100 times, but maybe not to this group. And so these are the things that they can share with those girls and expedite the learning process, so they can tell them, hey, coach wants it this way, or, you should do this, or this is how you should behave, and so they've just been so helpful, and they've fought, and, Mia's been such a great, intellectual leader within the team. And then, Caitlin she's everywhere. She's running by players to go win another ball, to try and compete and try and lift them up and get their energy high. And it's been great. We certainly will be, we'll graduate some good players this year. And even the players that don't get as many minutes, the value that they bring to the team, the way that they help the team prepare for whoever we're going to play, even if they don't get as many minutes as maybe they might ideally like, that's part of sport. And, you have to have players that are willing to do that. And that's a very selfless thing to do, to put everything you have into it, knowing that you may or may not get into the game. So, but really pleased with these two, and obviously the rest that are out there as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.